Welcome back to Athletic Everyday, day number 354. I got a plyometrics and squat session here for you today. Super duper simple, but also super duper effective. For the plyometrics, I'm doing some hurdle, pogo, hops, and jumps. I guess you could call them skips as well. Main focus today was to get some single leg hurdle pogo hops. Are they pogo hops if you're jumping off of one leg? That's a question that maybe someone could answer for me in the comments. If you do a single leg hop over a hurdle, it adds that external constraint that you have to aim to get over. Otherwise, if you don't, you're going to stack it and you're going to flip over the hurdle. So I like having the external constraint of the hurdles. As you can see here, I'm starting out with just doing single leg jumps at a time, but then progressively adding that little hop in the middle and then just jumping and using the rebound from the previous jump to go straight into the next jump. This is a good way to just progress and improve the what's the word I'm looking for? Fluency of the jumps here. My brain is not working right now. Please bear with me. But yeah, as I was saying, so I wanted to get in some single leg hurdle hops as opposed to doing single leg bounds like I usually do. Bounds are quite good for going for distance, but when you do single leg hurdle hops, it adds that external constraint, which means when you do it for height, there's something that is a consequence or there's a goal to aim for that if you don't hit, then you know you've done the jump unsuccessfully. If you're just randomly jumping on the spot or you're just jumping in space and there's no external measure that's going to tell you if you've been jumping successfully or you've been sprinting successfully or whatever it is, whatever athletic movement that you're doing, if there is no external constraint or feedback that's going to tell you how successfully you have been doing whatever movement it is you're doing, then it's unlikely that you're going to be having that arousing effect on your nervous system. So that's why hurdles are quite nice. External obstacles that you have to jump over are quite useful because it's a very obvious constraint that if you don't jump properly, you're going to smack the hurdle and you're going to fall over. So it adds that extra level of complexity and difficulty to the movement. So just forward repeating hurdle jumps and lateral jumps were the main focus of today. But also what I did was increase the height of the hurdles and do some just standard hops as well, trying to be as springy and bouncy off the floor as possible, which you're about to see here. These are really, really fun as well. I really enjoy them and I had fun doing them as well. So that was it for the plyometrics of the workout. I then proceeded to go into some heavy squat doubles. Unfortunately, the gym was ridiculously busy today. So this is the only spot I could really get my camera to get a halfway decent angle of me in the squat rack. And this is the only squat rack I could get. It's my own fault for coming to the gym, during peak hours, but it is what it is. So top sets for the squat doubles, I worked up to top sets of 147.5 for a double, which is decently high for me. I think the highest I've ever done for a double is 155, maybe even 160, but it sure does feel good to do some heavier squats again, heavier back squats that is. So that was the top set, 147.5. I did attempt to do a 150 double, but I did 150 for a single. I was going to go for the second one, but it just wasn't feeling that great. Form was feeling kind of out of whack. Torso angle was really kind of bent out of shape. So I decided that on the last set, after I worked back down again, was to just do as many reps as I possibly could with 100 kilos. So what you're seeing here is that I managed to surprise myself. I honestly didn't think I was going to get more than 15, but I don't know what it is about me and higher volume. I'm really able to just push through and do shit tons of reps with, moderate weights. 100 kilos, 20, it didn't even feel that hard. I felt like I probably could have had like maybe 3 or 4 reps left in the tank, which is, it's quite odd because, struggling to do 147.5 and then doing a back off for a double and then just doing a back off set with 20, it just seems like there's something that doesn't quite add up. If you plug these numbers, like if you plug 20 reps with 100 kilos into a 1RM calculator, that puts your working 1RM at 166.7 kilograms. Now, obviously, my current max, like my old max from last year, was 170, but being able to do that, like in just a workout, like off the cuff, when I haven't really been doing that much back squat volume, is quite odd, considering that, you know, I was struggling to do 147.5 earlier on in this workout for even 2 reps. There's a bunch of reasons why. Potentially it's that, you know, my capacity to handle volume in the squat is maybe not as much better than my capacity to handle intensity, to handle heavier weights. Maybe I just need more practice of loading my nervous system up, my spine, you know, my upper back, my lower back, with heavier loads more frequently. And last thing was a little bit of a lower back pump with the reverse hyper. That is pretty much it for today's workout though, guys. Appreciate the view, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay athletic.